Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. We have made it to the end of the week and to the end of April. My name is Julie, and I'm here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. I am here Monday through Friday with videos out before the opening bell, so if you aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you can stay up to date with all of our latest videos. This morning, we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, this morning's biggest gainers and losers, as well as many notable earnings reports. So here we go, starting off with stock market news. U.S. stock futures are ending the month in the red today, with Dow futures down 0.5%, S&P 500 down 0.6%, and NASDAQ futures down 0.7%. Chinese company Baidu will be launching their fully autonomous robo-taxi service called Apollo Go Robotaxi in Beijing, and they've set May 2nd as the date it will launch. The first of its kind, the autonomous vehicle service will allow users to enjoy a ride without a driver behind the wheel. The robotaxis should come in handy for people commuting across the city and will be used to transport athletes during the upcoming Winter Olympics. The robotaxi will come with a virtual reality navigation system designed to help users identify the car's location. Users will have to scan QR codes and health codes on the car for identity verification to take a ride. Clicking the Start the Journey button will result in the fastening of the safety belts and locking of the doors, among other necessary measures. The journey will start once all protocols are met. The Baidu stock currently comes in as a strong buy, with an average upside potential of nearly 65%. Moderna has revealed plans to increase its supply of the COVID vaccine. The company anticipates global capacity of its vaccine to reach 3 billion by 2022. Notably, this target will depend on the mix between the already authorized Moderna vaccine, lower doses of variant booster candidates, together with pediatric vaccines once they are approved. Moderna plans to initiate investing at its own and partnered manufacturing facilities in 2021, with the expectation of increased production to ramp up in late 2021 and early 2022. The Moderna stock does come in with a moderate buy, and the average price target would be a slight potential downside. The most recent price targets from the last couple of weeks range between 3 to 33% upside potential. General Motors has introduced a comprehensive charging network framework called Ultium Charge 360. The framework integrates major charging networks, GM's vehicle mobile apps, and other services. The move is expected to streamline the charging experience and provide more convenience to GM's electric vehicle owners. Under its EV infrastructure strategy, GM has signed agreements with charging networks including Blink Charging, ChargePoint, EV Connect, EVgo, Flow, Greenlots, and SemaConnect. These agreements will enable GM's EV consumers to track real-time information on about 60,000 charging points across the US and Canada, locate stations on a route, and pay for charging. The General Motors stock does come in as a strong buy, with an average upside potential of about 22%. Apple has been hit with a $12 million fine in Russia for allegedly abusing its dominant market position in the mobile application market. According to Reuters, the Federal Anti-Monopoly Service maintains that the distribution of apps through the iOS operating system gives the tech giant's products an unfair advantage. Reuters reports that FAS imposed a turnover fine of $12 million on Apple for violating Russia's anti-monopoly legislation. However, the tech giant has refuted the claims, stating it will appeal the ruling. The Apple stock is still rated a moderate buy, with an average upside potential just shy of 20%. Now taking a look at this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Starting off with our biggest gainer so far, which is Image Sensing Systems. Under the ticker ISNS, they're currently up nearly 25%. Followed by the Naked Brand Group under NAKD, currently up 13.5%. And Arcutis Biotherapeutics under ARQT, they're up just over 12%. Our biggest losers so far are led by Microvision. Under the ticker MVIS, they're currently down 22.5%, following a drop of 14% yesterday. Followed by Ardelyx under ARDX, currently down nearly 18%. And Twitter under TWTR, currently down nearly 13%. Which brings us to notable earnings reports. Starting off with Twitter, who did post strong first quarter results that beat analyst expectations. However, shares of the social media giant have plunged as the company warned of rising costs in 2021 and provided second quarter revenue guidance which lagged consensus estimates. Their total revenue grew 28% year over year in the first quarter to $1.04 billion versus the consensus estimate of $1.03 billion. Their adjusted earnings increased over 45% to 16 cents per share, beating street estimates of 14 cents per share. Meanwhile, Twitter's average monetizable daily active usage jumped 20% year over year to 199 million, but fell short of analyst expectations of 200 million. The Twitter stock currently comes in as a moderate buy with an average upside potential of 13%. With many analysts reiterating or changing their price targets today, we have a big spread. We have several hold ratings coming in. We have a sell rating with a downside of 26% and a buy rating with an upside of 22%. We also heard from Amazon, who reported better than expected first quarter results. This was fueled by an outstanding performance in all segments. Amazon reported first quarter earnings of $15.79 per share. That widely surpassed analyst expectations of just $9.54 and more than tripled on a year-over-year basis. Adjusted net sales of $108.5 billion beat the street's estimates of $104.46 billion and grew 41% from the year-ago period. For the second quarter, the company projects net sales to land between $110 and $116 billion. This would represent year-over-year growth of between 24 and 30%. The Amazon stock does come in as a strong buy based on 34 unanimous buy ratings from analysts, with an average upside potential of 21%. With plenty of analysts reiterating their price targets yesterday and today, our lowest price target is still a 15% upside, with the highest coming in at 58% growth potential. Chinese EV company NIO posted a better-than-feared first quarter loss. This was driven by robust vehicle sales. Additionally, total revenues for the quarter beat analyst expectations. NIO's first quarter adjusted loss came in at 4 cents per share versus analyst expectations of a 16-cent loss per share. Total revenues of $1.22 billion beat the street's estimates of $1.02 billion and advanced significantly from the year-ago period. The NIO stock currently comes in as a moderate buy with an average upside potential of 53%. We also heard from McDonald's, whose first quarter results also came in ahead of expectations. The international fast food chain's revenues rose 9% year over year to $5.1 billion and came in ahead of analyst estimates of just $5 billion. The company reported diluted earnings of $1.92 per share, up 27% year over year and beating analyst consensus. The McDonald's stock does come in as a strong buy with an average upside potential just shy of 8%. In the last week, we did have one hold rating that came in with a 2% upside and a high-end target of $357 for a 51% growth potential. And last but not least, and also topping analyst expectations, we have Western Digital. The company reported revenues of $4.1 billion, a decline of 1% year over year, but still topping analyst estimates of $3.97 billion. Their earnings per share of $1.02 rose 20% year over year, beating analyst expectations easily of 68 cents per share. For their next quarter, the company expects revenues to be in the range of $4.4 to $4.6 billion and expects their gross margin to be between 29 and 31%. Western Digital stock does come in as a strong buy with an average upside potential of 21%. We had several analysts update their targets between yesterday and today, with a hold rating coming in with a potential downside and a high-end target with a 75% growth potential. Other earnings reports expected this morning are ExxonMobil, AstraZeneca, AbbVie, and Clorox. With the after hours being more quiet, we have Western Midstream and SB Financial Group. So that is Friday's pre-market morning update, bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. Don't forget to check back later today for part 2 of our YouTube Q&A videos, where I'll be answering all your questions around general investing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you back here next time.